if you drive about 50 minutes southwest of the Las Vegas Strip, cross the California-Nevada border, and follow a quiet 2-lane road deeper into the desert, you'll eventually come across a place that feels like it's stuck in time. A place where the Mojave Desert stretches in every direction, where the buildings look like they haven't changed much in decades, and where a tiny railroad town from the early 1900s is still somehow holding on. This is Nipton, California. At first glance, Nipton barely looks like a town at all. There are only a handful of structures scattered across the desert floor, surrounded by open land. Today, the population sits at around a dozen to a few dozen people, depending on the time of year, making it one of the smallest communities in California. Nipton's story really starts with the railroad. In the early 1900s, this area became a stop along the line connecting Los Angeles to Salt Lake City. Back then, small towns like Nipton existed almost entirely to support that train system. Steam trains needed constant refilling, and Nipton became a key watering stop along the route. By around 1910, the town had developed into a small but functioning outpost with a hotel, a general store, a school, and even a post office serving the surrounding desert. Over time, it grew into a small but active railroad town with housing for workers passing through. And even today, the railroad still runs right through the middle of Nipton. When I arrived, one of the first things I noticed was just how quiet everything felt. There were buildings, but not much movement. It almost felt like walking through a movie set that had been left behind. One of the most noticeable structures in town is the Nipton Hotel, often referred to historically as the California Hotel. It sits right near the center of the property, with a simple old desert design that blends into the landscape. The hotel dates back to the early 1900s and originally served railroad workers and travelers moving through the area. Back then, this would have been one of the only places to stay for miles. Today, it's still standing, but like much of Nipton, it feels more preserved than active. There have been periods where the hotel has reopened for guests, especially during different ownership phases, but its availability has been inconsistent over the years. Right next to it, you'll find what used to be the town's small cafe and saloon. At one point, this was the social center of Nipton, a place where travelers could stop for food and drinks. But as of now, it appears to be closed. Like a lot of things here, it depends on who owns the town at the time and what their plans are. And that's kind of the theme with Nipton. It's not exactly abandoned, but it's not fully alive either. It feels more like a preserved piece of history that occasionally comes back to life depending on what's happening behind the scenes. Walking through the small town feels very surreal. There are multiple buildings scattered around, small homes, storage structures, and old facilities, and many of them look like they're still intact. But as I looked closer, most of them were empty. No lights on and no signs of activity. It really does feel like a living museum. As I kept walking, I eventually made my way toward the back of the small town, and that's where I finally started to see some signs of life. There's a small RV area tucked behind the main buildings, and a few people were staying there during my visit. Nipton has quietly become a stop for RV travelers crossing between Southern California and Las Vegas, especially for people looking to avoid crowded campgrounds. The area offers basic hookups and wide open space, which is enough for people who just want a quiet place to park for the night. For RV travelers, Nipton is actually a pretty interesting stop. It's quiet, remote, and surrounded by wide open desert with almost no light pollution at night. If you're the kind of person who likes being completely off the grid for a bit, this is the kind of place that would appeal to you. It's not busy by any means, but it's also not completely empty. While I was there, something else caught my attention. A line of semi-trucks was starting to build up along the road. At first, it didn't make much sense, but then I looked over toward the railroad tracks. A train had come through and stopped directly across the crossing near town. And because Nipton is so small, there's really no way around it. The trucks just had to sit there and wait. Freight trains moving through this corridor can sometimes stretch over a mile long, and when they stop, everything around them stops too. It created this strange moment where a quiet ghost town suddenly had a small buildup of modern traffic, all stuck because of the same railroad system that originally created the town in the first place. Not far from there, I also noticed a small body of water. It's not a lake or anything major, but more of a small pond or water feature that likely ties back to the town's original purpose as a watering stop. Nipton has gone through some interesting ownership changes over the years. One of the most talked about moments came when American Green purchased the town in 2017. The plan was to turn Nipton into a cannabis-focused tourism destination, essentially rebranding the town around cannabis culture, with products, experiences, and events built around it. At the time, it got a lot of attention, but the project ran into a mix of financial challenges, regulatory complications, and the reality of developing infrastructure in such a remote location. Building out utilities, lodging, and attractions in the middle of the desert turned out to be more difficult than expected. Development slowed down and eventually the vision faded. More recently, Nipton has taken on a completely different direction. The town was purchased again, this time by Spiegelworld, a Las Vegas-based entertainment company known for shows like Absinthe.
The town has been bought and sold several times over the years. Now, the entertainment group Spiegelworld is the new owner, with big plans for the tiny town.
We have this idea of a circus town.
You heard that right. Spiegelworld produces the Vegas acrobatic comedy show of Absinthe in tents outside Caesar's Palace. Ross Mullison says performers will come to Nipton to practice their craft, dream up new and exciting material for shows, while letting the public in on the act.
It will be an active operational circus town, but you'll be able to come and stay here and swim in the pond and go hiking in the Mojave National Preserve.
Their plan is to turn Nipton into an immersive art and performance destination, something centered around installations, live experiences, and a kind of offbeat desert retreat that fits their style. It's still in early stages, but the idea is to bring creative energy into a place that's been sitting mostly still for decades. Nipton is also a featured location in the video game Fallout New Vegas. In the game, Nipton is one of the first towns players encounter, but it's portrayed in a much darker way. That connection has brought a small but steady stream of visitors who want to see the real version of the place. In reality, it's much quieter than the game makes it seem. Nipton sits out in the middle of the Mojave, surrounded by wide open land in every direction. No major highways running through it. Most people driving between Las Vegas and California stay on Interstate 15 and never even realize Nipton exists just a few miles away. But if you take the time to leave the highway and explore a little, you'll start to find these small pockets of history scattered across the desert. After spending some time walking around, taking everything in, and watching the trucks finally start moving again once the train cleared, I headed back toward the main road and made my way back to Las Vegas. If you enjoy exploring places like this, Nipton is definitely worth the short detour. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and I'll see you in the next one.